this beautiful lower ground floor London flat, there has been damp for some time, becoming progressively worse since COVID. Remind myself of this. So this is going back to COVID. This area was exposed.
Yeah, so it was a huge big hole that was like here.
Because you were having the kitchen.
I was having the kitchen renovated, so we were running through the new tiles.
Yes.
So when they pulled up the old tiles, because the same tiles that were in there, they were coming in here. So when they pulled up the old tiles, they noticed that there was just loads of wet spots coming through the concrete. But the concrete wasn't totally wet. It would be like an isolated spot this big, and then there'd be one like this big, and then there'd be one like that was that. So they opened up all the concrete.
Yes.
Because what you want to do is, well, fix it. So they opened up all the concrete, and then they put in new lengths of pipework into a good few of it.
The length of pipework being what, plastic or copper, the original? Was it?
It wasn't the original, but it was new pipework that they put in.
Was it originally copper?
I think so, yeah.
And embedded in cement?
In cement, yeah. And then they wrapped the pipework in whatever it was. I don't know, it looked like gauze, whatever it was. And then, anyway, we had no more, they left it there for open. And then the tiler just started tiling everywhere else. There was nothing in the kitchen. The kitchen was dry as a bone. So it was all around here.
This area.
Yeah. And then they were happy with it, so they put in the concrete.
And that was the heating system, or
it was
only,
the hot water
you don't know
pipes.
whether it was the hot water pipes.
I think so, yeah.
But the hot water pipes going to the bathroom, or the hot water pipes as part of the heating system?
I've absolutely no idea which ones. I've no idea which ones it was. But I mean, they literally, it was up to about here, and then here was all fine. There was a random one there, and another random one there, and then all here was fine, but no idea what's going on underneath there.
Okay, that's really useful. Thanks.
No problem. On that side of the wall where you are.
Okay, just to say, this is smelling quite badly of mould, and we can see it growing there. This is an internal cupboard, no external walls. Mould is growing on the side of the cupboard. So there's obviously vapour that is being generated here. Here we go, mould up round there. This is all going to be cleaned up, cleared up before putting it on the market for sale. These are just showing the damp meter readings on the chimney breast. This is internal wall. If we look here, it's been replastered up to that level. And then likewise here. And on the other side of this, it's also damp. The bathroom has mould, and there's clearly some sort of, apparently the vent isn't going out properly, just recycling. Right. On the outside we can see the property has been damp proofed there. So the external wall has similar problems of the living room. There's a solid floor here, to be noted. This is isolated. This. Now I'm using a Doctor meter, damp meter, which is a fraction of the price and worth using, but doesn't look quite as professional as the Survey Master, but and probably not calibrated, whereas the Survey Master should be calibrated. You can see lots of evidence of dampness everywhere. Again, front wall. This wall, well, Unusually that wall seems a bit dry, but that could be, might have had some treatment, and you know, treatment can hide the problem. The heating system is gravity fed with a tank above it. Your plumber switched off the tank. There seems to be no drop in the level, but it's difficult for me to tell. It would be for the plumber to check. Wherever possible, I like to see all sides of a damp wall. Here I am looking at the neighbour's side. There is a damp patch, but it doesn't correspond to your level of dampness, and it seems to come from probably filling up the watering the plants. There's some damp. Oh, sorry guys. And you have it there. And here as well. Okay, and there's what, a bathroom there, is it? On the other side
there
of
is
that?
here, yes.
Is that okay? Is that, it's not a damp
Yeah,
issue?
sure.
So I just have a... That's kind, thanks. Alright, so there's a bath here. Looks fine. So this is the rear of the property. There's a gap, a bit of a tree.
Have a look at underneath.
So this is the waste pipe for
That's
the whole
way for the whole
building.
building, yeah.
Comes, presumably you can hear it, can you? Is it noisy when it's used? No. But the reason you're getting mould there is because there's obviously an insulation problem. There's lack of insulation, whereas this presumably is insulated. Just that bit there. In winter, I'll be able to show it with a thermal imaging camera.
Yeah.
But that's why you get it. It's because mould grows where you high relative humidity.
Yeah, well, in fairness, that mould stopped that most of it, like Enzo, my old lodger, like I said, super hot shower and with no dehumidifier and that, like, he'd just be in here. So, I mean, I cleaned off an awful lot of that, but I haven't done it since. But when I was using this bathroom for years, I didn't have that issue. But then I only take a 2-minute shower and it's been warm.
Difference between owner and lodger.
Yeah, completely.
So it is relatively damp here, but not
Not
really
crazy.
Not compared to next door. Let's have a look a bit at this. How long has this pipe being exposed?
Oh, he was only in yesterday.
Okay.
And when he came in, he was like, there's no leak there. He said, like, I can't see a leak.
And this is where the whole property's waste goes.
Yeah, but when you open up that, because you can open up the cabinet there.
So this is the front. Clearly it's been damp proofed. Looks like it's been damp proofed there as well, but not. Don't have the bullet marks. Nothing majorly problematic, although I'm told that this doesn't drain away effectively, possibly because it gets locked in here. Doesn't look too blocked, but it would be better to have a fillet of cement all the way along. Obviously no plants. Also, there's the horses coming down from above here. This doesn't look too great, but it wouldn't cause the internal dampness. Oh, it's possible that there is water. Actually, I think the balcony is causing some water to come in. I'll just check it. It's all coming all the way down here, which would have to come from above. looking from above. Where it drains is presumably through that pipe, but I mean, it seems to fall fairly innocently, albeit onto that section of wall. This is looking from above. The drain out appears to be blocked there, so it's nice to think that it's getting through the seal here, which has perished, and it's going through the. So it is possible that we've got multiple causes that are resulting in leak-like. So that's coming from above. That's coming from the balcony, which may just be showing itself down there, because that's where it's been. Well, I mean, this could have some damp proofing type treatment. You have had damp proofing treatment.
No. So they stripped this right back though, and then they replastered.
No, but the water's coming from above. So these could actually be completely irrelevant to that.
Yeah.
And that could actually just come from condensation taking place in the bathroom, because it's worse there. I mean, it smells worse, but then it's a cupboard. So it's a cupboard that hasn't been opened.
And it's been filled with junk.
Okay.
And it's on the wall on the side of the chimney, because the wall is on the side of the bathroom.
It's, hold on. So this is behind the cistern next to the shower, and it looks very dry. But you've got the pipe there, where you've got lots of pipes, and they're going to get cold, as observed here. Actually, it'd be interesting to see if this.
Didn't vent out anywhere.
Oh, right, but it does now.
But it does now. So there was apparently people cooking in here.
There's a permanent smell of cooking, isn't there?
There'd always been people cooking, and the cooker was in a different position, and the window would never have been open. So there would have been a huge.
So this isn't going out the back. If we look all the way around the outside, there are no vents at all on this floor, and there are two bathrooms. There's a vent there, but let's have a try. Nothing's coming out of there. Nor that, nor there. So there's nothing coming out of the vent. So I think it's just going into the ceiling void, finding its way onto the cold pipe and dripping onto the floor. This property has a history of complex damp issues. I believe the primary cause is condensation forming on cold water pipes caused by insufficient ventilation, especially from the central bathroom. I can't exclude a leak, and I was unable to look underneath the bath that was closest to the cupboard where the mould was forming. However, if you follow my recommendations, I believe you will soon find a drop in the dampness in walls, which will obviously lead you to understand that I've correctly diagnosed the cause of damp.